Good morning, 6th and 7th grade students. As you heard, 8th grade are now proceeding to the auditorium. You guys should be getting ready in your advisories for the student council elections. Please make sure you have your number 2 pencil, and your teachers will be passing out the ballots. Once the 8th grade gets settled in the auditorium, we're going to begin. So we're going to look for an 8:20 start. So students, please be in your advisories and in your seats by 8:20, so we can begin with the student council elections. Thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. We're about ready to start our 2017-2018 Student Council elections. You should all have your ballot and a number 2 pencil. Should be in your seats and ready to go. For 6th graders, and just a reminder for 7th graders, this is a very important day and a very important time for you to exercise your right and your privilege to vote for candidates who are going to represent you on the student council. Okay, so it's extremely important that you're respectful to the speakers, that you're listening to each and every speech and letting everybody in the classroom hear each and every speech out of respect to those folks who have run and put a lot of time into their speeches and to go forth and put themselves forth as a candidate. So please make sure you hear all the speeches. Do not mark anything to mark the ballot until you get to the end of each of the categories for the different positions. So we're going to start with president. You're going to hear from the 8 candidates for president, and then please, again, listen carefully to all of the speeches, and then at the conclusion of the 8th speech, we'll take a few moments then to allow you to mark your ballot for the candidate of your choice, and we'll do that for each of the office positions. Okay. Also, we will take a short break after we hear from the candidates for vice president. So please, try to limit all the breaks before then. Stay in the room and listen to all the candidates. We will take a break at the vice presidential candidates. Okay. So if everybody is ready, you should have your ballot. Looks like that. Please pay close attention, okay, to the number of each candidate. We'll put that on the screen for you, and then we'll put it up again after you hear from all the candidates. Okay, the candidates do go in order, but they're different numbers for each position, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So pay close attention to the number. Listen carefully to the speeches. As I said, please show them the respect that they deserve. Let your classmates hear the speeches. And once the speeches are done for a particular office, we'll stop and it'll be time to vote. Okay, at this time we are ready to hear from the candidates for president. We have 8 candidates, as I said, numbered 1 to 8 on your ballot. Please wait until you hear from all the candidates, and we'll give you a chance to vote at the end. So we're going to hear from our first candidate, number 1 on your ballot, Ben Bachelari.
Hello, Patton. My name is Ben Bachelari. As president of Patton Middle School, I hope to make this school year the best year yet. I plan to add things that we students would like to have. I'll work my hardest and take advice from other students to make our school awesome. Some of my ideas for us are more Domino's pizza days. Last year we only had 1 and everyone loves it. Better sports equipment for gym and sports teams. More socialization allowed at Hawk Time. Many classrooms demand silence. Most of us feel that this is unnecessary. Better selection of clubs. Keep our students involved in what clubs are offered. More outdoor time. I think it is important that kids should get fresh air during the school day. Finally, help others. Most of us have tremendous amount, and as we look around at all the natural disasters, we need to help. Finally, I want to represent the students as president because I will make sure everyone's voice gets heard. I will work with my teachers, the PTO, and the administration to make us have the best year yet. Together, we will chase failure. Vote for me, Ben Bachelari.
Okay, at this time we'll hear from our second candidate, number 2 on your ballot, Sanvi Garg.
Hi, my name is Sanvi Garg, and I'm running for Student Council President. Just a few things about me. I'm a student ambassador here at Patton. I've played tennis and basketball since I was little, and I do academic tournaments here too. I'm going to discuss the future of Patton Middle School and what I can do for Patton and all of you. I'll talk about some of the changes that are on the top of my list. First, I will try to bring new items in the vending machines, which are not the same items as in the cafeteria line, but more varieties of snacks like chips and candy. This will be accessible to students at Hawk Time and Advisory. I also want to do a special meal system every 3 weeks by conducting a poll on Google. All of you, kids in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, can vote for what meal you want, whether it's Domino's Pizza or banana splits, and we can work it out with the cafeteria on affordability. Also, I want to add a donut day, twice a marking period, where donuts will be in the cafeteria and you all can go in advisory to get the donuts as a treat. Now, as president, I can't promise to end homework, but what I can do is try to have more classes and tests outside for you all to have a change of environment while learning. The most important part of my campaign is how I will increase fundraising for Hurricane Harvey and all of the other natural disasters going on. I will increase fundraising for Hurricane Harvey to middle school sports games, including all fall sports, field hockey, soccer, and cross country, and soon in winter sports too, basketball, ice hockey, and wrestling. Fundraising for Hurricane Harvey is happening at the high school already. Imagine how much money we could raise by extending donations to the middle school too. Now, there are various other things I plan to do for the middle school, such as new and improved sports jerseys and more field trips, but just remember, if you elect me for president, I will be your voice and work to go above and beyond. I will keep fighting for things which matter to all of you, big or small. Let's work together to put a stamp on Patton, bring back the food you all love, and help repair some of the billions of dollars lost and damaged because of the hurricanes. Vote Sanvi for president.
We'll now hear from our third candidate for president, number 3 on your ballot, Dylan Huffman.
Hi, I'm Dylan Huffman, and I would like you to vote for me for President of Student Council this year. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have 2 brothers, AJ, who's in 6th grade, and Garrett, who's in 9th grade. Garrett has autism, and being around him helps me with leadership since I have to take care of him a lot. Also, I have 2 sisters, Heidi, who's also in 8th grade, you may know her, and Phoebe, who's in 3rd grade. Having so many family members teaches me many things about leading, cooperating, and having fun. Along with my family, I'm also in honors courses this year, play baseball, and swim. One thing I would do if I was elected is that I would add more Domino's Pizza days. Well, I know what you guys are thinking. Every candidate always says that this year, and it never happens. Well, here's my idea. If Domino's Pizza Day doesn't actually work out, we could try Chick-fil-A days or other days. And some of the proceeds could even go to charity. Another thing I would do is to add a student council canvas page. There, you could see what student council was doing, and you could submit ideas quickly and easily. Well, all these ideas are great. I would want to do something long-lasting for the school. After all, I only have 1 year left, so I would want to do something for our future Hawks. I would like to work to improve our outside area and renovate the picnic tables. We can either have our 8th graders do a Leave Behind project to help build them. Thank you for taking your required time to listen to what I have to say, because you could be doing something more useful, like listening to the Bee Movie, or photoshopping Arnab's head onto pop culture references. And remember, voting for Dylan is not a mistake, just a happy accident.
We will now hear from our 4th candidate for president. Number 4 on your ballot, Ibrahim Qureshi.
Ibrahim Qureshi, and I'm here to run for president. First, let me tell you a little about myself. I run cross country for track for Patton, and I'm in 8th grade and I'm 13 years old. I am the leader for many things I do outside of school, but enough about me. Now, let's talk about this school. Patton is a good school, but I feel like with my leadership, Patton could be greater than it has ever been before. First, let's talk about what everyone has on their mind. Domino's Pizza Day. I promise that I will get a Domino's Pizza Day, but also maybe other days. These other days would be days like Chick-fil-A Day, or something along those lines that brings something people like to the cafeteria. If I'm elected, I promise to make sure everyone gets to participate in some of Student Council's actions. For example, I want there to be an annual monthly email sent out to get everyone's opinion on what the Student Council should do. These surveys will take suggestions, and I will make sure that these suggestions are reviewed and thought over and implemented whenever possible. I will also represent every organization, clubs, sports teams, musical groups, and all others who want more representation. Everyone is important at this school, and I feel that everyone should be highlighted. I want this school to be a place for everyone, no matter who you are or what you do. This is everyone's school. I hope today that on your ballot you choose Ibrahim as your president. Remember, believe in Ib.
We will now hear from our fifth candidate for president, number 5 on your ballot, Arnab Sarkar.
Hello everyone, my name is Arnab Sarkar and I'm running to be your president of the Student Council. If you elect me, I'll help our school step by step the whole way. I have an open mind, and that same mind is used for thinking outside, inside, and on the boundaries of the box. I have the required potential for this position, and I believe that I am a strong leader. I will connect the whole student body with the Student Council. I have good decision-making skills, and I know what is supposed to be done at the right time. I have good organization skills, and that makes me a trustworthy candidate, as it can benefit the school knowing that their ideas will be discussed and pondered over. I've learned from many past famous leaders that it is important to listen to your people. As Lao Tzu had said, to lead people, you have to walk behind them. I will make sure that Charles F. Patton Middle School will rise to the top and stay at the top. I have experience as being a leader, as I was a representative in 6th and 7th grade. In Student Council 2 years ago, we promoted and helped out with the canned food drive, and we donated books to the local Chester County Head Start program. Last year, in 7th grade, we also helped out at the Chester County Head Start program and helped out with the book drive and the canned food drive. Lastly, I am patient and cooperative, so you can count on me to hear your whole statement all in one go. I won't interrupt your thoughts and ideas. I will support all of your great ideas every step of the way. Now here comes the part you've all been waiting for. I'm sure you guys are all wondering what Arnab Sarkar will actually do. I will try my best to add more likable food to the cafeteria's menu, bring back Domino's Pizza Day, increase pep rallies throughout the school year, which will in turn improve school spirit, add a shed for sports equipment for the backfields, maybe get new sports equipment, donate to a variety of charities, and hopefully expand the makerspace. I will try my best to make Domino's Pizza Day a more frequent event than last year. Last year, I believe we only had one Domino's Pizza Day. This year, we'll try to make it once per month. Another one of my plans is to make the makerspace in the library bigger and frequently used by teachers in their classes. If you don't know what the makerspace is, fear not. I've got a short description for you. The makerspace is an area in the library which a student can use to enhance his or her STEM interests with fun activities. There are robots, circuits, games, puzzles, and so much more to do there, and use there. And better yet, this year we'll try to have students decide what they want and what we can see if that can be arranged there. You'll get to choose. I'll also try to create more fundraisers for the school so that Student Council can earn money and more projects that you all want can be funded. Now that you know what I'm planning on doing, I think that you might vote for me. If not, then just think it over and then vote. Maybe he is a good candidate after all. Don't worry, everyone. I'm not going to increase school hours or the amount of homework. I wouldn't even like that. Always remember that Arnab Sarkar always finishes a job that he starts. I am the right choice. Also, remember that the best by far is Arnab Sarkar. So vote for me. And wait, one last thing. Go Hawks!
Sorry about that. We will now hear from our sixth candidate for president. Number 6 on your ballot, Katie Turner.
Hi everyone, it's me, Katie Turner, and I'm running for your Student Council President. Before I get on to my promises, let me share you some facts about me. I love candy, I'm extremely loud, I love sugar, I've been on Student Council for the past 2 years, and I love potatoes. Anyway, now that you know everything there is to know about me, let me share with you some things I would do if I got elected as president. Number 1, I would attempt to make Student Council more interactive and have you guys, if you want, have a voice in it. To do that, I would create a poll online where people could list their concerns, wants, needs, or whatever you think you want. Number 2, I would try to make Assembly so much more fun by adding games and stuff like that for advisories, people, whatever you wanted. And then number 3, 3 words, no whole grain, only half grain. Along with that, I would try to make the food in our cafeteria better quality and add candy and much better quality Pop-Tarts. I think I would make an amazing president because I'm very good at speaking in front of large groups of people, and I'm pretty chill when it comes to leading large groups of people too. I don't want to bore you guys, and there's a lot of other things I do, but to wrap it up, if you like Cheetos and you like Doritos, vote for me because I like them too. See you in Ikea, and remember to vote me. Bye.
We will now hear from our 7th candidate for president. Number 7 on your ballot, Arden West.
Hi everyone, I'm Arden West and I'm asking for your vote for President of Student Council. I'm ready to take on this job because I've been on Student Council since 6th grade, so I know how things run and work. While other candidates have to get used to the routine, I can jump right in. Also, I will listen to any thoughts and ideas from anyone here at Penn and work on them at Student Council meetings. I'm the oldest of 4 kids in my family, and that has helped me learn to be a leader, taught me to be responsible, and to get things done. Both my parents are lawyers, and that has definitely helped develop my negotiating skills. Because tell me, have you ever had to negotiate with a very unreasonable 6-year-old who's about to pick up a crab with the biggest claws I've ever seen by the claws? Well, let me tell you, I have. One could say that I've kept my little brothers alive, or at least with all their fingers and only a couple of stitches. While being on Student Council for the past 2 years, I helped get many things done. Some of our important accomplishments include restocking the vending machine, starting a book drive, bringing back Domino's Pizza Day, and creating the makerspace. Using my experience, I can build on what I've learned by sitting through years of Student Council meetings and seeing what the presidents were able to and unable to get done. Together, we can make this year at Penn amazing. You know what you want and what will make school better for you. And as president, I will make it happen. This year, I will continue to accomplish many things, including ways we can all help our community, such as clothes drives for Hurricane Harvey and Irma victims. I have a plan of how this will work, and there's a lot we can do. Also, many students have requests, such as certain foods in the cafeteria, and ideas for Spirit Week days that I will make happen. To sum this up, because you have to listen to many other speeches, I'm fun, but I'll get the job done. If you want your year to be the best, vote Arden West.
We will now hear from our final candidate for president, number 8 on your ballot, Amanda Wolf.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda Wolf and I'm running for student body president. Some background on me, if you didn't already know, is that I have one sister named Elena, a pet puppy named Dino, and a 26-year-old African gray parrot named Jessie. I also play field hockey, basketball, and lacrosse in my free time. I'm running for president because I want to give the students and staff a voice in the school. I want to know what you all would like to improve in the school and also in the community. Some ideas that I've already gathered are to improve Olveus to a point where we look forward to going and participating, have 10 to 15 minutes of lunch outside on Fridays and Mondays if the weather is fine, and get back leggings for gym, restock the vending machines, get comfier chairs, and of course, bring back Domino's Pizza Day. I'd also like to have more fundraisers and drives to help the school and the people in our surrounding communities. If I become president, I will put up a suggestion box on both floors for you to give me feedback on what you would like me to do and improve. I also would like to have more pep rallies and make them more entertaining and interactive for you, the students and staff. You should vote for me because I believe that I could be a great leader for Patton and I can make school somewhat fun for us. So vote for me, Amanda Wolf, for Student Council President. I promise I will be a great president.
Okay, so now we've heard from our 8 candidates for president. And again, please pay close attention to the screen right now when making your choices. Number 1 on the ballot, Ben Bachelari. Number 2, Sanvi Garg. Number 3, Dylan Huffman. Number 4, Ibrahim Krushi. Number 5, Arnab Sarkar. Number 6, Katie Turner. Number 7, Arden West. And number 8, Amanda Wolf. We're going to give you a few minutes now at this time to think about the choices and to place your vote for president. Okay, we're ready to get started again. And again, we need your full and undivided attention to listen to the following 6 candidates for the office of Vice President. And again, pay very close attention to the numbering because we've skipped a few numbers since the presidential candidates. So we're now at number 11, Clark Arbaugh. Number 12, Yashin Belkadi. Number 13, Chirag Chowdhury. Number 14, Faith Ilgner. Number 15, Olivia Rizzi. And number 16, Mo Ware. All right, so please, again, listen carefully and be attentive to these 6 candidates and their speeches, and then we'll give you a few minutes at the end to place your vote. We'll now hear from the first candidate for Vice President, number 11 on your ballot, Clark Arbaugh.
Hello, my name is Clark Arbaugh, and I would like the honor of being your Vice President. For the 2017-2018 school year, I would like to improve the hallways at Core, bring back Domino's Pizza Days, and most importantly, improve school spirit. The thing about school spirit is that you gotta rep the squad everywhere. Show respect for your school and how much you love it. The Vice President must be someone who can represent all of the students. They must be a team player, a leader, and have the ability to step into the role of president if ever called upon. I'm inclusive. Being friends with many diverse groups gives me a good understanding of all the students' needs and wants. I am approachable and will listen to your ideas and feedback. I'm currently in the 8th grade, but that doesn't mean I don't know how it feels to be in the 6th and 7th grade. I lead younger scouts in my troop and help them achieve their goals. I also volunteer my time in our community with youth and elders. The vice president needs to work well with others. Every summer, I live with 13 other boys for 7 weeks. I have formed friendships that will last me a lifetime. I enjoy working in groups and have played on many sports teams. I know how to bring winning results. I also know how to deal with loss and make improvements for the future. I persevere. I'm an avid surfer, and if you surf, you can feel my pain of trying to get past the break or get over the big, rushing white water coming towards you. I never give up and just keep pushing until I make it out. All these qualities make me a great candidate for vice president. I humbly ask all of you for you to vote for me to be your vice president. I will fight for all of you to make Patton a great place. Please vote Clark Arbaugh for vice president.
Okay, we'll now hear from our second candidate for vice president, number 12 on your ballot, Yashin Belkadi.
Hello, my name is Yassin Belkadi. Today I stand before you asking for your vote. Most of you guys know me as a friend, teammate, classmate, or you don't know me at all. I am an 8th grade student that loves to play sports like lacrosse and football. I have 3 other brothers, one of which was involved in student council for 3 years. I was also a representative in 6th grade. I'm running for 2 reasons. The first is because I want to be your advocate. I would like everyone to feel comfortable coming and asking me questions and also giving me suggestions on what the student council can do for you, the student body. Second reason why I am running is because I want to improve everyday life at Patton Middle School. I want to make people love and want to come to school every day. I hope you decide to vote Yassin Belkadi for vice president.
We will now hear from our third candidate for vice president, number 13 on your ballot, Chirag Chaudhary.
Chaudhary, and I'm running for your vice president. Now, I know what you're all thinking, not because I'm some kind of psychic or I'm weird. It's because I've been in your shoes for the past 2 years. You're asking yourself, why should I vote for this kid on TV and not some other kid? And why is this kid so special relative to all the other guys? Well, the answer is really simple. It's because I have a plan. I know what you guys want because I've been a voter for 2 years. I know what you guys are going to love and what's going to make this year a great year for you guys. All you have to do is vote for me, Chirag Chaudhary. The first thing that I want to do for you guys is I want to increase activity funding, especially for sports, because here at Patton we have some of the best sports teams in this county, and such a top-notch sports program deserves a top-notch amount of equipment. And I think that we would be really benefited if we increase the amount in our sports budget, and I would be a big supporter of student council to help with that. The next thing, and I know that you guys are all waiting for me to say this, Domino's Pizza Day. 3 words, I know you guys are all gonna love it. Last year, Domino's Pizza Day was weak. It was once or twice tops. and I feel like it didn't have the same effect as it should. So, if I'm vice president in student council, I will increase that number of Domino's Pizza Days a lot. I plan to do at least 5 or 6 in this year. And that's just because I want to reward you guys not just for your vote, but for the hard work that you put in all year. Final thing, which I really want you guys to understand, past Domino's Pizza Day, past athletics. I want to represent you guys, okay? This is the most important of all of my campaign promises, of the 3. I want to be able to be your voice in student council. Sure, you have team reps that can do the same thing. However, I also want to be able to do that. As your vice president, I want to be able to say in student council, hey, so-and-so wants this to happen. Let's see what we can do. And if with me as your vice president, I will make sure that I will do my best to push stuff through student council. And that will help you guys all have a great year. So, to bring everything back full circle, I have 3 big beliefs. 1, we need to increase sports and extracurricular funding. Second, we need to have Domino's Pizza Day, make Domino's Pizza Day great again, if you will. And 3, we need to have better representation. I want to be the beginning to that. I want to be able to represent all of you guys in student council. And so, it's that easy. For these 3 promises, it's a free deal. All you have to do is click or fill in my name, Chirag Chaudhry, for vice president. Thank you, guys.
We will now hear from our 4th candidate for Vice President, number 14 on your ballot, Faith Ilgner.
Hi everyone, I'm Faith Ilgner and I'm running for Vice President of Student Council. In 7th grade, I was a D team representative, so I have some background and experience in Student Council. It was a lot of fun meeting people I might have never met and working with them for the school. Last year, we had a good Student Council team, and this year I would like to continue on the track we started. Last year, we continued the Domino's Pizza Day, and this year I'd like to double the number of Domino's Pizza Days. Another idea I had was to have the first ever sister school for Patton Middle School. A sister school is a school that Patton would partner with and help provide things in need. The former principal agreed with the idea, and I think Patton would be a great sister school for another school out there. I look forward to hearing everyone's ideas and making good things happen. Thank you everyone, and looking forward to this great year. Put your faith in me for VP, and this year will be great.
We will now hear from our 5th candidate for Vice President, number 15 on your ballot, Olivia Rizzi.
Hi, I'm Olivia Rizzi and I'm running for Vice President. I play competitive lacrosse and play field hockey for Patton. I am also a fraternal twin. So now you're probably asking yourself, why should I vote for her? Well, I'll tell you. At Patton, we have something special called Domino's Pizza Day, which is when the cafeteria orders Domino's Pizza and serves it in the cafeteria, where you can buy anything from 1 piece to a whole box. But in the past, this day has been regarded until late in the year, But if I'm elected, I will work twice as hard as any other VP to bring Domino's Pizza Day to Patton at least once a month. Also, if I'm elected, I will try to bring a salad bar to Patton like the one at the high school. I will also encourage student council to stock the vending machines in the cafeteria. Secondly, I'm very involved in sports, and often those who play sports aren't prioritized at Patton, but I am willing to work to change that. I will raise the money so that all of the fields can be cut evenly so that all of Patton's sports teams can practice in comfort. I will also create more sports teams such as tennis and swimming so that more people have an opportunity to play a sport. You should vote for me because I'm responsible and a leader. I also pay attention and plan ahead, so just remember to get busy and vote for Rizzy.
We're now going to hear from our final candidate, our sixth candidate for Vice President, number 16 on your ballot, Mo Ware.
Hi, I'm Mo, and I'll be honest, I'm probably not the most experienced candidate you'll see up here today. I wasn't involved in student council last year. Well, I didn't even really run last year, but despite that, I still feel like I would do a good job as student council vice president. I promise to look out for the best interests of all of you and acknowledge and hear all of your suggestions and what you want fixed with the school and bring them up at the next student council meeting. If you don't feel like I'll best represent your interests, then don't vote for me. Vote for whoever else does. Thanks.
Okay, at this time, we've heard from all the candidates for Vice President. And again, pay close attention to what you see on the screen. Number 11, Clark Arbaugh. Number 12, Yassine Belkadi. Number 13, Chirag Chowdhury. Number 14, Faith Ilgner. Number 15, Olivia Rizzi. And number 16, Mo Ware. Please take a moment, think carefully about your choice, and then cast your vote for the candidate for Vice President. Okay, at this time, we are going to take a short 5-minute stretch break. Teachers use your own discretion. If students need to use the bathroom at this time, would not be a bad time to do it. Keep in mind the auditorium, the election is still going on. They may not be on the exact same break. So if your students are near the auditorium, please stay as quiet as possible in case the speeches are going on. We're going to take a 5-minute break. At 9:05, we're going to be back on and starting with the next candidate, beginning with the treasurer. So make sure everybody's back and ready at 9:05. Thank you. Okay, so that's the end of our break. Thank you for being back in the room, back in your seats, and getting ready to listen to the next set of candidates. And again, thank you for your attention to this. Thank you for paying close attention and giving the time and the respect that the candidates deserve. They worked hard on these speeches and took the time out to record them so you could hear them today. We're going to move to our next set of candidates. This is for the position of treasurer. And again, please pay close attention to the numbers here. As we've skipped from vice president down to treasurer, we are now starting at number 21 on the ballot. So again, please wait until you hear from all these candidates before you place your ballot. But our candidates for treasurer are Andy Lee, Ansh Patel, Meta Patel, and Savani Srinivasan. So we're going to first hear from our first candidate for treasurer, number 21 on your ballot, Andy Lee.
I am running for student council because I want the experience of dealing with budgets, planning, and satisfying everyone to the best of my ability whenever it is brought upon me to do so. As treasurer, I would like to be a people's person and take any recommendations anybody may have for the use of our school budget. I will push to put up a recommendation box for any idea and make sure that it is put into consideration. So now you may be thinking something along the lines of, wow, this guy is really good at coming up with really average ideas. Are there any other attributes he might have to make him even more qualified than he already is? Which is a perfect segue for me to say, yes, I've experienced playing on sports teams and in band, where if just one person is falling behind, everybody else can get thrown off and everything goes south from there. I myself have witnessed this downwards moving action, and yes, I've been in plenty of them as well. But I've also been successful on teams and in band, learning and growing from others and helping others learn and grow. And at this point, you're probably thinking, hey, maybe this dude's not so average after all. Whether it became above or below average in your minds, I shall never know. Hopefully I've convinced you enough that I can work with other people and that I have absolutely incredible ideas, but not yet have I described qualities that would make me a great treasurer. I'd love to be able to say all of the good ones, none of the bad ones. However, I realize that that might be a teensy tiny bit of a stretch, so instead I will say 2 of the good ones and leave out the bad ones. First, I love math, more specifically addition. It's like a random person walks up to me and asks, hey kid, what's 63,489 plus 87,506? And I'd be like, if you give me a calculator and repeat the question, I'll do it right now. And if you write it down on a piece of paper and give me a pencil, I'll have it back to you by tomorrow. Seriously, who can top that? In addition to my addition, I have a true passion for money. I would make sure that not a cent that I am responsible for is wasted. So remember to vote for me, Andy Lee.
We will now hear from our second candidate for treasurer, number 22 on your ballot, Ansh Patel.
Hello everybody of Patton Middle School, my name is Ansh Patel and I am running for the treasurer position for the student council. In case you're wondering what the treasurer does, he or she deals with the hard green cash for the student council, which of course they don't get any access to, but they still deal with the cash. And you're probably wondering, what do I have that no one else that is running for treasurer has? Well, I'll tell you. I have amazing things for the school that you would like to like. For example, Domino's Pizza Day. I know where you can buy whole pies for lunch. Or increased field trips to places where you the students may like to go to. Or whatever you're thinking of. There are so many possibilities. I could talk for ages, but I'm not going to because I don't have time. Anyways, I would also like to bring money for school things like sports, the garden, and the food. Yes, the food. The food options have been slowly shrinking from the lunches, including the chips. Although more healthier options are coming out, I could try to convert some of the food back to where it was before this year and try to fill up some vending machines that are scattered across the lunch halls. I would also try to recommend something new, a dessert day, where you can buy any type of ice cream that is not available, for example, water ice, other types of ice cream, and types of pies and cakes. For example, I like cheesecake and stuff like that. This is a very, I'd call it sugar tooth friendly day. I would also try to get the athletic teams and academic teams a boost with some of the money that I will inherit from getting into the student council position. And I'll try to keep them updated with all the newest things. Hopefully, I have convinced you to vote for me. And so, to end up my thought, vote for Orange. Thank you.
We'll now hear from our third candidate for treasurer, number 23 on your ballot, Mehta Patel.
Hi, my name is Mehta Patel, and I am running for the position of treasurer. I think that I'm qualified for the position of treasurer because our school needs someone who knows where our money should be spent. I take part in many different activities in our school. I am a part of sports, chorus, and orchestra and debate. The treasurer of our student council needs to be someone trustworthy and responsible. I am both. It also doesn't hurt that I'm good at math and currently taking honors algebra 2. I've always been pretty good at managing my money. I know where I should spend my money and where not to. For example, I know that a lot of you guys would like some more Domino's Pizza Days. I think that being treasurer would certainly make the probability of more Domino's Pizza Days higher. For all those sports players, sports are expensive and many teams need new equipment. If I was treasurer, I would definitely support getting new sports equipment. I am also a part of the music program at Patton. Even though I am part of orchestra, I also know that band needs things to change as well. I have seen how many of the orchestra and band instruments need repairs and even new instruments. Music is a big part of Patton. Having better instruments could improve how well our band and orchestra sounds. Also, last year the Student Council funded Writers' Day, which was pretty cool. I hope that this year we can host a Writers' Day that is the best yet. Even though we are just a middle school student council, we do have a say in where our money is being spent. I'm all up for new ideas for our schools and for what our schools should get, like maybe a couple of drones. I also would love to hear what ideas you have for things we should get. I am also asking you to vote for the best candidate, not just your best friend. Carefully consider who would make a difference in our school and select someone you think that's actually really going to help the cause. So with all of this in mind, please vote Mehta because there's no one better.
We will now hear from the fourth and final candidate for treasurer, number 24 on your ballot, Savani Srinivasan.
Hello, my name is Savani Srinivasan and I am running for the position of treasurer. And now I will make a very long and dry speech about why I'm the best candidate. Just kidding. I know you guys hear a lot of speeches, so I'll try to keep this somewhat short. The treasurer of student council keeps track of and manages all of the student council's money. It is a very important position and I hope that I will get to serve it in the coming school year. Nerdy as it may sound, I love math and it is my favorite school subject. Also, I'm very good with numbers of any sort and have past experience in student council, both of which make me worthy of this position. In addition to handling all the money, if I'm elected, I hope to bring back something we all love, Domino's Pizza Day. Every year, the Student Council funds Domino's Pizza Day, and as a part of the Student Council, I will push for this again. I will also listen to anything else you want to do or see in the coming school year, and make sure to convey those messages to the rest of Student Council. So remember, spend your vote on Svani Srinivasan for treasurer, because I'll make sense of your sentence.
Okay, you've heard from the candidates for treasurer. Again, take a moment, check your ballot. Again, we are on numbers 21 through 24. So number 21, Andy Lee. 22, Ansh Patel. Number 23, Meta Patel. And number 24, Savani Srinivasan. Take a moment, consider your choice for treasurer. We are now going to hear from our candidates for parliamentarian. Again, listen carefully to both speeches, and to also help you from many of you sixth graders understand what a parliamentarian actually is. So our candidates are number 26 on your ballot, Arenda Lin, and number 27, Neha Patla. We'll begin with candidate number 1, Arenda Lin.
Hi, my name's Arenda Lin, and I'll be running as your school parliamentarian. A school parliamentarian makes sure everything's running smoothly and everything's organized, which is perfect for me because I'm really organized and can make sure everyone's paying attention. I believe that everyone has a voice that should be heard, and this way, if someone wants to have more dances, for instance, I could definitely bring that up at a meeting. So yeah, don't forget to vote for me as parliamentarian.
We'll now hear from our second candidate for parliamentarian, number 27 on your ballot, Neha Patla.
There are some wonderful candidates running for a role in student council, and I assume there are a lot of us, so let me keep this short. Okay, where was I? Good morning, students, teachers, and staff members. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Neha Patla. I'm in 8th grade and am running for the position of parliamentarian. First off, let me have a teaching moment and tell you guys what a parliamentarian actually is. A parliamentarian is a person who provides advice on different aspects of the school, whether it's rules that need to be changed or like improvements that need to be made to the school. My job today is to answer the question, what is it about this Neha girl that makes her qualified to be an important voice in the student body? I've got 4. Actually, I've got 5. Great reasons why I should be part of student council. First off, I am super cool and many people already know. But besides that, I am persistent. As an example, I show up to classes every day. Just kidding. but actually, I am persistent. When I set out to do something, I give it my all. For example, when any tests or quizzes pop up, I don't procrastinate to study, and I give it my all. So I know I tried my best at everything I do. Along with that, I am a natural-born leader. Don't let my height deceive you. I may be short, but don't let that deceive you. I'm watching you guys. I'm strong and fierce and have proved to you that I am the best suited leader for the job. Literally. The other three qualities I possess are perseverance, determination, and hard work. All of these traits are shown in and outside of school. At school, I strive to do the best I can achieve and have the mindset that pushes me through the toughest of times. Outside of school, I have volunteered in areas such as PCOPS and home and mingle with many different people. The contributions that I want to make to this school is to spread more positivity and pride. Our school is amazing in every way except for the fact that people get stressed out. I'm running for student council because I would love to have the honor of serving our school and making a positive impact on people in our school. There are a couple of improvements that I believe should happen in our school, such as more food drives and more like shelter donations. I'm not going to make any promises, but I can assure you that our school will be a better and happier place all the way. I just want the opportunity to improve our school and showcase our hard work in a way that benefits not only one person, but multiple people. As an example, I also believe we should have more spirit days. P for perseverance, P for parliamentarian. Vote Neha Patla as your parliamentarian.
Okay, those are our two candidates for parliamentarian. Please take a moment at this time to cast your vote for either number 26, Orenda Lin, or number 27, Neha Patla. Okay, we will now hear from candidates for recording secretary. And again, please check these numbers on your ballot, beginning with number 31, Sophia Katrocious, number 32, Madeline Day, number 33, Tucker Updahl, number 34, Roshini Singh, number 35, Ashley Wilson, and number 36, Arya Zucchi. Okay, we will hear from our first candidate for recording secretary, Sophia Katrocious.
Good morning, Patton. My name is Sophia Katrocious, and I am running for recording secretary. You might recognize me from Lion King, chorus, vocal ensemble, and as a future member of your student council. If you elect me as recording secretary, I will represent your voices in student council, as well as mine. Also, if you ever need to talk, I am always here to listen. You can all consider me as a friend. Ever since I heard about student council, I wanted to be involved in it because I wanted my voice to be heard. The reason you should elect me to be recording secretary is because I'm very organized and I am a good writer. If you vote for me, I will speak for you. For example, I will bring back Domino's Pizza Day, make more opportunities for all the teams to get together, and talk to the administration to possibly institute a school-wide no homework day each quarter. I am Sophia Katrocious, your soon-to-be recording secretary.
We'll now hear from our second candidate for recording secretary, number 32 on your ballot, Maddie Day.
Good morning. My name is Madeline Day, and I would feel honored to be Patton's recording secretary. You're probably sitting there wondering, what the heck is a recording secretary? Well, a recording secretary is someone who takes notes during student council meetings and also maintains records of past meetings. I believe that I can be both responsible in this position and also bring new and unique ideas to the student council. And, not to brag, but I have been writing since I was in kindergarten. I am outgoing and enjoy working with other people, and I think it'd be fun to brainstorm creative projects for our school. I am also very detail-oriented, and I enjoy writing and taking notes. I think that all of my qualities would make me a worthy candidate for this position. I believe that it's important to help others and share your time and talents with those around you. I feel like serving on the student council would be a wonderful way to help Patton community that I love. I love everything about Patton. And because of the delayed start time, I can actually remember what happened in my first and second period classes at the end of the day. That's a big deal. Also, Patton is turning over a new leaf of positivity under Mr. Dissinger's leadership, and I am very hopeful and excited to be a part of that. I know that there are a lot of great people running for this position, but I would welcome your support and your vote, and I promise that, if elected, I will work and try my best to represent the entire school. Thank you for your consideration, and remember, every day is a good day to vote for Maddie J for recording secretary. Have a Smurfy week, everybody.
We'll now hear from our third candidate for recording secretary, number 33 on your ballots, Tucker Updahl.
Hi, I'm Tucker Updahl, and I want to be the student council recording secretary. I was a team representative last year, and I have experience being the ears and the voice of the people. Some of you know me from being on the Patton football team, or being in class with me, or being in URA sports together. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm a guy who likes to get things done. I'm not afraid to speak up. A few of my ideas are, I want to have more times for students to go to the makerspace, and not be chaotic and stuff. So I also want there to be more than 2 options in the vending machine. If all of this sounds good to you, then you're down with Tuck. Vote Tucker Updahl for recording secretary this Friday.
We'll now hear from our fourth candidate for recording secretary, number 34 on your ballot, Roshni Singh.
Hello, fellow students of Charles F. Patton Middle School. My name is Roshni Singh, and I'd like to be your recording secretary. I'm the right choice to part a part in representing the student council. I know I may not be the most popular or well-known person in school. I'm pretty quiet, however I feel passionate about this position and know that I will greatly be able to serve you all. The recording secretary is responsible for recording and keeping up-to-date minutes for each meeting. I have a creative side to me, and my detailed organization helps me excel in my classes. Being organized will assist me in keeping up-to-date minutes for each meeting. I have a creative side to me, and my detailed organization helps me in keeping all the notes and papers in check. It will be easier to look back on our meetings and what we discussed, which will result in better activities for you. This can also benefit our future officers. The best way for them to get a good understanding of what was done in the past, so they can do better for themselves, is to look back at minutes. As I mentioned before, I am a pretty quiet person. Well, the recording secretary doesn't take the loudest person or most outspoken person. What a recording secretary needs to be is an established, organized, and driven person. that will perform the task to the fullest and make sure the rest of the officers remember what they need to achieve. I fit all these characteristics and will always have a pleasure providing for the student council and the school. All in all, I feel that I am the right person for this office and know that I will be able to fulfill the recording secretary position. Just being here, having the opportunity to hold the title is a reward on its own. I know I will serve in the student council well. Thank you.
We'll now hear from our fifth candidate for recording secretary, number 35 on your ballot, Ashley Wilson.
Good morning, Patton. My name is Ashley Wilson, and I am running for recording secretary. A recording secretary is responsible for taking notes at the meeting and keeping the student council organized. I believe that I embody the traits needed for this position. I'm responsible, organized, a hard worker, and a good student. I am also involved in orchestra, the 7th grade volleyball team, and in my spare time I design and sew clothing. I want all students, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, to know that they can talk to me, Ashley Wilson, at any time and give me their ideas. I have already gone around to several students and teachers and asked them what they believe needs to be improved in this school. Things like keeping the vending machines stocked all the time, having more pajama days, and improving the cafeteria were some main topics brought up. I would definitely bring these up at the meeting if I receive the votes I need. Another idea that I have is looking into starting a running club in the mornings here at Patton. Coming from Hillendale, this was something the school did to provide an opportunity for exercise and to raise awareness for the Run for Our Sons organization. These are some of the ideas I will bring to student council if I'm elected recording secretary. If you vote me, Ashley Wilson, for your recording secretary, I will make sure this is the best year for everyone. Let's make these few years count. I would really appreciate your vote. Thank you. Good luck to all the other students running, and don't forget, vote for Ashley Wilson.
We'll now hear from our sixth and final candidate for recording secretary, number 36 on your ballots, Aria Zucchi.
Hi, I'm Aria Zucchi, and I'm running to be your recording secretary on the student council. I think it's important to have kids that really care about the school and want to make it a better place. I am that person. I know many of you from the activities that I do at the school. I am Patton's representative on the advisory council, a student ambassador, play handbells, I'm on the band, speech and debate teams, like robotics teams, as well as the computer fair. I also play basketball and softball. I have a good idea of how things work and are run. I will listen to everyone's suggestions, keep an open mind, and we will all work together to make Patton even better. As Mr. D said before, we need to chase failure. I want to make sure that everybody does that this year and keeps that in mind. Being involved in many activities at the middle school, whether in a team or individually, has made me open to all ideas and given me skills to work with many people. I would be a valuable leader in our student council because I truly care about the school and the people in it. I think it would be great if we had more pep rallies supporting our school sports teams. Also, during those pep rallies, we could have the band and orchestra perform, as I feel they should be recognized more. I also believe that it would be beneficial if Patton could give back more to our Kennett and school community by doing more volunteering. Being recording secretary, I will have a say in what our school does. If you have an idea, I can represent it. I will help your ideas come to life in our school. Again, I'm Aria Zucchi, and I'm running to be your recording secretary on the student council. It's the age of Aria, and Aria is for all.
Okay, so now we've heard from all of our candidates for recording secretary. Please, again, take a moment, consider your choices, and cast your ballot. Cast your vote. Number 31, Sophia Katrocious. Number 32, Madeline Day. Number 33, Tucker Updahl. Number 34, Roshni Singh. Number 35, Ashley Wilson, and number 36, Aria Zucchi. Okay, we're now going to hear from our last candidates, and this is for the position of corresponding secretary. So again, on your ballot, number 41, Quentin Boyle, number 42, Ellie Chadwick, number 43, Claire Lee, and number 44, Jillian Murphy. So at this time, we're going to hear from our first candidate for corresponding secretary, number 41, Quentin Boyle.
Dear Patton Middle School, my name is Quentin Boyle. I'm in 7th grade and I'm running for corresponding secretary. I'm the youngest of 4 boys and I've watched as my older brothers have progressed through CF Patton. I have a lot of ideas and look forward to putting them into place if you elect me. I play football, basketball, and lacrosse and was a B team representative and a student ambassador last year. I'm running for corresponding secretary because I want to help and improve Charles F. Patton Middle School. I will do this by helping to get Domino's Pizza Day. Also, I'll help improve Patton's school spirit. I'll help to improve school spirit by encouraging students to go to school events, whether it would be sporting events, academic events, theater, music, or school fundraisers. I'll encourage people to attend. It's very important to hear everyone's opinion. As corresponding secretary, I'm all ears and welcome ideas on how to improve your experience at Patton Middle School. Always remember, be smart and vote Quentin Boyle, corresponding secretary.
We'll now hear from our second candidate for corresponding secretary, number 42 on your ballot, Ellie Chadwick.
And I just had the worst dream last night. I came into school and completely humiliated myself. It was terrible. Wait, we're recording? Hey Patton, I'm Ellie Chadwick and I want to be your corresponding secretary. Has that ever happened to any of you? You come into school and totally embarrass yourself. If so, you should vote for me because I'm the candidate of your dreams. Besides being the candidate of your dreams, I'm also a straight A student with a passion for making the world a better place. How so, you may ask? First off, I'm going to abolish all testing and quizzes in our school forever. Just kidding, guys. I can't do that. What I can do is promise to put forth my best efforts to make the school a fun, safe, and accepting environment. Just because we're all different doesn't mean we all get to have the same goal, to make Patton a place you can call your second home. Thanks for listening to my ideas, and I can't wait to hear yours. Each and every one of you has a voice. Make yours count. Vote for me as your corresponding secretary.
We'll now hear from our third candidate for corresponding secretary, number 43 on your ballot, Claire Lee.
Hi Patton, my name is Claire Lee. I'm in the 8th grade and I'm running for the position of corresponding secretary. As this is my last year at CFPMES, I would love to be able to help improve Patton as part of the student council. I've played the violin for 8 years and happen to have an interest in drawing, reading, and writing. Along with that, I could also state all my amazing, wonderful qualities like that I'm efficient, focused, and problem solving, but instead, I'm going to spare you because I know you all want to get back to learning and work. So I'd like to say that I care about and am devoted to serving my school, but I can only do that if you give me the opportunity to. I know I am running against some rather formidable opponents, but I believe that you will make the right decision and choose what's best for Patton. Look back at your very appealing Scantron and ask yourself, have I made the right decision? If your answer is me, then the answer is yes. I am sincerely so dedicated to every one of you in this school, and all I could want before moving on from these significant 3 years of my life is to know that I did something to help all of you. So remember that Claire Lee is the best choice for corresponding secretary.
We'll now hear from our final candidate for corresponding secretary, number 44 on your ballot, Jillian Murphy.
I know what you're thinking. Why should I vote for this person? Well, if you give me only 1 minute of your time, I will try to convince you why I think I would be your best corresponding secretary. After that, you can make any decision you want. I don't really care if you don't vote for me, but I want you to at least give it some thought instead of just voting for the most popular person. So let the minute begin. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jillian Murphy, and if you were paying attention in the last 20 seconds, you would know that I'm running for corresponding secretary. I believe that I would make the best corresponding secretary because of my passion and leadership. I participate in many things here at Patton Middle School, including volleyball, the Student Ambassador Program, and hopefully the Student Council. I have learned many things about leadership in the Student Ambassador Program. I can promise you that if you vote for me for corresponding secretary, I can make the best of the school year. I know that waking up at 7:45 every morning is a bit challenging, but with me as corresponding secretary, I will make this the best school year. A fun school year begins with one check on the ballot for me. When I first saw this position, I was like, what the heck is a corresponding secretary? And I bet most of you are asking yourself the same thing. Well, let me tell you what it is. A corresponding secretary is in charge of all correspondence for the Student Council. So I pretty much write letters to people outside the Student Council. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty talented writer. I just got a puppy last year on a persuasive writing campaign. Multiple 10-paragraph essays later, I have a new puppy named Macy. Although some people don't like writing, I do. I think that as long as I have passion for what I'm writing, I can make really good persuasive letters. And I'm definitely passionate about being corresponding secretary. In conclusion, I just want to thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you decide to vote for me. I hope that my speech has been persuasive to you to vote Jillian Murphy for corresponding secretary.
Okay, so that's our final candidate for corresponding secretary. Students, please take a moment to vote for either number 41, Quentin Boyle, number 42 on your ballot, Ellie Chadwick, number 43, Claire Lee, or number 44, Jillian Murphy. This also concludes our Student Council elections for 2017-2018. Students, thank you very much for taking the time to consider these candidates and listen to what they have to say. They did put a lot of work into these speeches and deserve a lot of praise for running for office. Make your selection, and your teachers will collect the ballots, and we are done with the election. Thank you very much.